how do you feel? Like, I know Prince's estate just recently got settled amongst, like,
Mhm.
the six siblings. And I mean, how do you feel about that? And like, I mean, is the legacy of Prince there? I mean, has it all become like a business now of everyone wanting to get their hands on, how do you feel about Paisley Park? It's open to the public. I've been to Paisley Park. I'm just curious.
Well, it's a better place now. I'm hopeful. There are new entities now that are involved with the two siblings that are there now. Unfortunately, the rest of the siblings aren't there anymore, and that happened to be because of the entities that were there before, Comerica and Frederickson and Byron that represented the bank. And I have to honestly say that they were the worst uh, entities to enter Paisley Park. There was a lot of damage done, a lot of people hurt, and myself included. And it looks like the fight is over. So I am grateful that they're gone because it's a bank. They don't know Prince, and the bank was doing a lot of damage to a lot of innocent people. Morris Day, myself, others. So I don't think it's I don't know if that situation is over yet, but I'm happy that we have a new entity, Primary Wave and Londell McMillan. So everybody's hopeful that everything is going to be back to the way that we should have had it at the start. And that is just doing the right things that Prince wanted to do and not to do them just for the sake of, monetary gain. At the beginning, the monetary gain had to be to pay taxes on the estate because there wasn't a will left. So, and that's understandable. But when you have an entity that comes in and they behave, and I'm going to say it, they behave like Nazi Germany, and I'm saying that publicly today. That's how they behaved with a lot of us, and it was just we were so damaged by losing Prince, and then they came after and started pulling out daggers, and that was just unacceptable. And the damage was done to a lot of us, but we picked ourselves up at the ages that we are today and moving forward in a positive way. And hopefully, we get to go back and do wonderful things at Paisley Park and to continue to respect Prince and everything that he means to all of us and what he will continue to mean for all of us for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. And what was the damage that was like Nazi Germany? Just get out of the way and we're running this and
Oh,
we
there's
want.
just a lot of legal ramifications that they started with a lot of innocent people. That's what I could say. Yeah. They
And,
just started attacking innocent people. There was a
and
gentleman that designed the cloud guitar. He had to hire lawyers and had to go into litigation. He designed the guitar. So they were trying to, tear him apart. And that's what they were doing. That's what they do. They try to tear you apart, your family and everything. When my mother passed away, they didn't care that I had to bury her. They wanted to depose me that week.
wow.
Yeah, imagine that.
So now that it's with these six siblings, it's settled and we're moving, it should be better, right?
Well, there's only two siblings there now.
Okay.
And then there's
That makes sense.
one that passed away, and it's just really complicated, unfortunately. And it's just something that is so tragic because we never expected for him to pass away. And then the litigations. We are, like, for example, like Morris and myself, I mean, to this day, we still mourn Prince. It's not like it gets easier, hasn't. And then you had those people just stomping on us for absolutely no reason. I'm a woman, I'm Latin. Uh, they slandered me. They created stories about me. And I'm writing all of that in my memoirs. I'm going to have to tell the stories that they said about me. These are women that they assigned to me too. How about that? I'm Mexican American, and they assigned three, four ladies, I think, yeah, from Minnesota. So for me, I I didn't know what to do. So I had to hire a couple teams of lawyers, you know.
In all for money, I assume. That's the end goal,
Yes,
right?
it's all money. Yeah, it was all just monetary interests. And we don't have that interest, you know, someone like Morris and myself, we don't have that interest. I mean, you know, for our own careers, yes, but not when it comes to all of this. It was unbelievable.
And does
Talk
it,
about
and
kicking you down.
yeah. I mean, listen, yeah, when there's money involved, people get evil. It's
Mhm.
like you say, and then you get away from like protecting the legacy of this
Right,
genius.
right.
As we bring Seth in, because this kind of ties into your podcast, and I mean,
Right.
does it help? Does it help when you talk to people like me and I want to talk about the details and let's revisit Purple Rain and let's talk about, I mean, obviously people want to talk to you about Prince. Does it help? Because I know you did have, I mean, you're still having a tough time, I imagine. Like it was a friend love of your life, you know, like, does it help to
Right.
talk about it? Or are there just days where you're like, I don't want to talk about this, guys?
There are days that I don't even want to talk about it. I can't hear the music. There's certain songs I can't hear. I can't watch the movie Purple Rain. I've never watched it in its entirety. I've only watched bits and pieces because, you know, when you go to premieres, they take you out before it's over. They bring you in when it started. But yeah.
So you've never seen the full Purple Rain,
Mm-mm. Yeah.
and
So those are tough.
and you can't watch it now.
Probably not. Maybe someday in the future. I don't know.
And what song can you not listen to, or
Purple
songs?
Rain.
Wow.
Purple Rain. Yeah. When I hear that radio change, like, nope, can't do it. Nope. It's really tough. Yeah, it's tough. It's the whole world, the whole mood, I'm transported back. And then I'm, you know, back and forth. So it's just kind of hard to explain, mind boggling.
So you just turn the station.
Mhm.
Let's bring in Seth and talk about current stuff in the future.
Yes.
Thank you for
Welcome,
entertaining all my
Seth.
questions from the past.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny. Get in here
Hello.
closer.
Well,
Hello, how are you?
what is going on? Welcome.
Oh, everything. Thank you.
I recognize you from watching the podcast. So talk to me about the podcast, Apollonia Studio Six. Let's start there.
Well, Apollonia Studio Six is an idea we've actually had for quite some time. And, you know, she knows everybody in the world. And it was like, you know, let's do something where we can have fun. Let's do something where we can, you know, have our friends on, new friends, and you know, the Purple Prince family, and just really enjoy ourselves and have a good time, you know. And we've had all sorts of, you know, kind of different reactions. We've talked